So once you've logged on to BitLocker and Windows, you arrive at the Emis Anywhere tablet desktop. Next part of the process is to make sure you've got connection to the internet. If you come down to the Windows taskbar and click on the network icon, here you'll see the networks you're connected to. Now all of these tablets come with a 3G SIM card built into them, which uses the 3 UK network. If you've got a connection to the 3 UK network, you'll see it in this panel here, and next to 3 UK you'll see a number of bars showing you the strength of the signal. So if you've got 5 bars, you know you've got a very strong signal. 2 or 3, then a fairly adequate signal. If you've got no signal, that means you've got no access to 3G, and you will need to look for alternatives such as a wireless network, or if you can plug into an Ethernet network. Another thing to try is obviously open up Internet Explorer, the web browser, and go to a website and just see if you can browse that website. Just simply by doing this, you can see that you've got access to the internet. Next, you need to connect to the M3 network, so you can make a connection to Emis Web. To do this, you need to click on or connect to the AnyConnect icon. Now it usually auto loads when you start Windows, so you should see this panel here. If not, you'll double click on the M3 Connect icon here. So on this panel, click on Connect, and you'll then see the Cisco AnyConnect credentials window asking you for your username and password. The username should be auto stored in the username window. However, we have put a text file on the desktop with all these details, so that's your username, the 4-digit static number, which in this case is 2512, the Egton support desk should you have any problems with your VPN token, such as it locking out or error messages, the organization ID, which is what they'll ask you for, the token serial number, which is on the back of this token, but again they may ask you for this number, and the name which the token is associated to. So down here we put in the 4-digit static number, which was 2512, and then on your VPN token press the grey button and put in the 8 digits that's generated on the token. Now you have 60 seconds for that number to be valid, so do it very carefully and then click on OK. It will then start to make the connection, and hopefully if it's successful you'll get the message, welcome to the SSL VPN service. Click on accept. It establishes a connection and you'll see the message VPN connected to egton3.net. That now means you're on the M3 network, which will enable you to access Emis Web. So come across to the Emis Web icon. Unfortunately, for some reason the icon's missing from my desktop, but the shortcut is still there. Double click, and if you have the configuration switcher enabled, you'll get the opportunity to switch between different Emis organizations. You can free text the organization ID in there as well should you want to. Choose the correct organization ID, click on go. You'll see the message launching Emis Web client, and then eventually the Emis Web login screen will appear. Just be aware that if you haven't used the tablet for some time and Emis have applied some patches, some updates to the Emis Web application, then it may take some time to apply those patches, especially if you're working over a 3G network. It could take up to 10 to 15 minutes, so if it's not loading straight away, just be patient and eventually it should load. And then obviously you can sign on to Emis Web.